Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today, I am jumping back into the sealed tower of the Cetra, and I'm going to be taking on what I think are the first actual decently hard floors. That is going to be floor 79 and floor 80. I will be clearing it with the same team today, although you could run slightly different variations just to make it overall easier. However, the common last boss is going to be the same for both floor 70 and 80. It is going to be the Bloody Worm. The Bloody Worm is going to be weak to lightning damage, specifically magic damage as opposed to physical. Its resistances are going to be fire, earth, and water. It has immunities to physical defense and magic defense down, so it cannot be broken in that regard, and you cannot break its magic attack. However, you can break its physical attack, and luckily so, considering it is a very powerful physical attacker. It is going to use physical attack up on self, so we are going to need a player or a character that can break that physical attack. They will inflict an AoE fatigue on the party. The way that I handle that is I just put a single fatigue on each character, and when they get fatigued, I just use their own materia to heal themselves. They're going to put physical attack down on our entire party, but I'm not really going to worry about that at all because we are going to be running magic attackers, so the P attack down isn't going to do much of anything. And then the water resistance down, there's not much we can do about that. All right, so other than that, that is going to be the main boss for these two floors. You'll see these two worms are the crux of the fight. The battle effects are still going to be physical defense plus 50% for the enemy, along with HP plus 50% on both of the fights right here. Now, that being said, let's get into the actual team build. I'm going to be running Barret, Aerith, and Sephiroth, a very, very similar team to the one that I used to clear the solo crash event. So a lot of you guys probably have something like this already built out. You are going to have to change the materia, so it's not exactly the same team, but it is pretty close. All right, so that being said, Barret is going to be over here. He's going to be our primary physical defense buffer for the team. That's going to be his main job. Aerith is going to be solo on healing, along with our main magic attack buffer for Sephiroth. And Sephiroth is going to be our primary DPS in the fight, along with our primary attack breaker. So he's going to be breaking the physical attack on both of the worms over there. For Barret, he's going to be running his fiery cape right here, which is a costume from the gear voucher. Judgment Bolt from Ramuh right there. And then in the main hand, I'm going to be running Heavy Hauser. It is physical damage, so he's not going to really do great for extra DPS. However, the support materia gives Circle Sigil boost, and the two worms, or all the worms we're going to be fighting, have kind of a, it can be a tricky break on their Sigil phase, because they constantly hit you with fatigue and other things to kind of get in the way of you breaking it. So bringing two characters with a Circle Sigil boost is maybe not necessary, but it definitely makes that phase a lot easier. In his offhand, I'm going to be running Barret's Assault Gun right here for the AoE physical defense up. Over here on Aerith, I'm going to be running the Rosy Battle Suit for the boost healing and magic defense, Healing Wind for the limit break, Fairy Tail for the main hand, and Garnet's Rod for the offhand. If you do not have the Garnet's Rod, you could always run the Micro Laser on Barret and then just be super sharp on the Sigil phase. On Sephiroth, we're running his Magic Arcanum. I am running the new Heliacal Rising, which is his new limit break, which is going to give him ×2 damage when he has buffs on, which he will the entire fight. Protector's Blade in the main slot at OB8, and the Kuja's Spirit Blade here in the sub-slot for breaking physical attack. You could also be running Barret's new Electro Gun or Electro Cannon for breaking that as well. For the materia, we'll be running a Healing Asuna Fatigue in the first slot for every character so they can cure their own fatigues. I'll have a Thundara Blow over here on Barret. I have a Thundara on Aerith and a Thundara on Sephiroth. And last but not least, we have 3 Circle Sigils right here. Does not matter if it's physical or magic, just spec it to whatever that character needs. Now going into the back end of the characters right here, On Barret, he's sitting at 60k power, 7.2k HP, 3.1k magic attack, 159 physical defense, 139 magic defense, and his R abilities are as shown here, highlighting physical defense, HP, attack, and ability potency right here. He's also going to be boosting magic attack to the party based on his sub-weapons, along with Sephiroth's magic attack to the party as well. That being said, since he is more of a magic attacker, I am going to switch this Thundara blow to a magic one, just so he can do a little more damage. Oh, there we go. I do have another magic one. Perfect. Now his sub-weapons are going to be Zack's Stream Guard right here for the magic attack all. And then I'm going to be running duplicates of this. Dawn's Prayers for the boost physical defense, boost magic defense, and Best Wishes for the boost physical defense, magic defense. But I think I'm actually going to switch this one out to maybe the Hell House Cannon if I don't have it equipped. I do have it. All right, perfect. Physical defense more important. This will also give him some extra HP, so that's going to be a little bit better right there. All right, for Aerith right here, she's going to be sitting at 101,000 power, 10.1k HP, 2.9k magic attack, 130 defense, 125 magic defense, and 2.4k healing. Her R abilities are going to be focused on healing right here. We're going to have some ability potency, magic defense, physical defense, and HP right here. And her sub-weapons are going to be the Giant Fork, HP physical defense, the Guard Stick, boost healing, limit break potency, and the Hell House Collar, boost HP physical defense. Last but not least, we have Sephiroth right here. 110,000 power, 8.2k HP, 4.5k magic attack. He is our primary DPS. 118 physical defense, and 110 magic defense. His R abilities are going to be shown here, highlighting magic attack, HP, physical defense. We've got some ability potency, magic ability potency, and then the magic ability mastery, along with the magic attack all allies for both of the weapons equipped. His sub-weapons are going to be the Arc Sword from Zack right here for the heavy magic attack. We're going to have the Sun Umbrella right here, and last but not least, the Feather Scatter for a little bit of HP and physical defense. Alright guys, that is going to conclude my team. I'm just going to get straight into this. We're going into floor 79, and I'm going to beat these two floors for you guys, and I hope this is going to help you guys get through these two floors. They're definitely kind of a pain, not going to lie. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm just going to be focusing on buffing and healing with Aerith. So I'm going to switch over to Sephiroth, we'll buff him, switch back over to Aerith. He'll just start doing Thundaras on the blue elemental. We're just going to break this guy first, just so that he can explode and do some damage to the rest of the other things over here. Alright, I think I'm going to switch over to this guy right here. Hopefully we can kill it before it gets off this attack. There we go. After that, I'm just going to switch back over to this elemental, and we're just going to keep chipping away at his health, while Aerith is keeping everyone full HP right here. Alright, I'm going to throw in a Protector's Blow right here. Alright, so we're almost there, guys, on the blue elemental. Just take it slow, conserve ATB at this point in time in the fight, keep Sephiroth's magic attack buff up, and you guys should be cruising through it. Alright, so there it is, it's in the red, he's going to explode right here, which should more or less take out the Hound. Alright, it's very, very, very close. Alright, and the Hound is going to go down. Wave 1 down, wave 2 incoming. Alright, so we're going to take out the Balor Jack first and foremost here. So we're going to focus him. Alright, now we're going to focus on the rest of the Rangdas right here, which Sephiroth is going to take out right now. And we'll get off a little bit of a heal. Alright, so now we're going to be going into the third phase right here. This is against the Worm. I'm not going to be focusing the other creatures at all. Alright, so what I am going to do is at the beginning, we are just going to immediately heal our fatigues with every character. It's important you guys get those healed away right as fast as you can. Sephiroth is going to go into Flare Star. Barret is going to Agitation. Aerith is going to heal us all the way back up to full. Sephiroth should have time to get off 2 of his Flare Stars, which is going to take the attack of the enemy into the red right here. There we go. Wait till the end with Agitation. Get it off right at the end. Switch over to Aerith. And we are good to go for the first Diving Splash. Alright, they do hurt. They do hit hard. All right, just heal from that. And from here on out, we're just going to roll into some damage. Barret is going to basically just chain cast agitation in this fight just to make sure we take the least amount of damage. I'm not really too worried about killing anything super fast. Look at this as more of like a marathon fight. So we're just going to be slowly taking everything down. Make sure that you have agitation up whenever you need it, just to reduce damage. And we should be getting that blue elemental into the red pretty soon, which is going to take a pretty good chunk out of the bloody worm, as you guys will see. All right, so looking good. As you can see, he can hit really freaking hard. 4K single target damage, which is pretty phenomenal. All right, now we're going to get this explosion right here. Big chunk of HP off of the worm. All right, so now we're kind of cruising. At this point, just keep in mind when he hits you with Threadstorm, you're just going to immediately cure your own fatigues with every character. All right, now keep up the agitation and keep up the damage. Alrighty, let's see here. So is poised to leap. So this is going to be the sigil phase right here. Keep an eye out. He does sometimes fatigue one of your characters. Alright, so that's a water resist down right there. So if that hits with that water resist down, it is going to kill your kill your team or whoever has that in peril. Alright, perfect. Looking great right here. I'm going to get the buff back up on Sephiroth immediately. Alright, take it to max. And we're just going to do as much damage right here as possible, guys. Alright, here we go. Looking pretty good. Smoking through this, if I say so myself. Alright, here comes the Gather Strength. We have to break this diving splash. It looks like we may only get off one flare star right here just because of the timing. So I'm just going to hang out here on Barret, make sure that we get this agitation off. Sephiroth might get this off right here. And will he? Ooh, he just barely gets it off. All right, perfect. All right, so we're looking good. Still major damage right there with the water resistant down, but we are looking pretty good. I'm going to interrupt him right here as soon as he goes to do something. Right about there. All right, once he does that, I'm going to get off the healing limit break. We're going to get a little bit of a window right here, which is going to be perfect. We're also going to get healed to full. All right, and he's about down to 25% HP. I like Heliacal Rising in this fight, just because you can cast it a lot. You can use it to interrupt. It is a nice limit break for Sephiroth to have access to. All right, so immediately taking the magic attack up on Sephiroth right there. Gonna cure our fatigues. It looks like it did not hit Aerith. All right, immediately buffing Sephiroth again. And let's do what we can right now. Make sure that Barret is keeping those agitations up and our HP topped up as much as possible. All right, Sephiroth is looking really good right there on the buff. We're looking solid. It looks like we only have a couple more hits to do here. Maybe 2 more hits from Sephiroth. All right, and we should be clearing floor 79 here in a second. All right. Oh, that didn't do quite as much damage, but it is what it is. I'm going to make sure that we're getting everyone max HP. Very, very important. Barret got fatigued, so I'm going to take that off. Sephiroth is still looking good. I'm going to interrupt his next move right there. Like I said, Heliacal Rising coming in clutch. It charges so fast you can continuously interrupt with it, which is super nice in a fight like this. Aerith is going to cure her own fatigue, and at this point we're not going to worry about anything. We are just going to cruise the DPS and kill the worm. As you guys can see, not so bad with the right strategy. However, you go in with the wrong team and it becomes a total pain in the butt. Alright, so that is going to be floor 79, and from this point on we are going to be taking on floor 80. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, here we are going into floor 80. At the start of this fight, I am going to focus on taking down the Aquarangda first. He is going to hit us with a big attack right off the bat. Alright, so let's make sure that we kill him. It looks like there's a little bit of a strength increase in this floor from the last floor. Alright, so I'm going to block the Aquarangda's attack. Alright, because we were not able to kill it in time. So definitely a stronger one than the previous floor. Although it doesn't really make a difference. Sephiroth is going to get poisoned. So you can bring in a poison to this fight. I find that you don't really need to. It should be worn off by later on in the stage. I'm just going to keep agitation up on Barret. I'm going to slow down the process of killing these so that we can fight through the poison on Sephiroth right here. Alright, while also getting our limit breaks up. Alright, here we go. Make sure to get this Curaga. The poison's almost gone here. Alright, here we go. The poison is gone. Now we're going to be going for the kills right here. One Thundara. One of them's down. Second Thundara. Next one's down. Alright, so just keep in mind that those hounds can hurt you. Alright, so now we're going to be focusing just on this bloody worm. Actually, we'll take out the Balor Jack. They can be pretty annoying. They can poison us. We don't want to deal with a poison, so I'm just going to take him out. And now we're just going to focus on the worm right here. It's going to coincidentally take down the blue elemental at the same time, so it's fine to just focus the worm right here. Alright, and we are going to be taking on 2 of them in the next fight. You can keep up agitation on Barret. Alright, but essentially we're just going to be slowly trickling them down with AoE. And yeah, just make sure towards the end of this fight that you're close to full health and ready to go. Alright, so here we have the diving splash right here. The next hit should put the blue elemental into the red, which makes it so that it should kill the worm right here. Alright, hopefully it kills the worm. Boom. Absolutely beautiful. Alright guys, here it is, the actual crux flight of floor 80. Aerith is going to lead off with the magic attack up, and Barret is going to use agitation. Alright, so we're going to get fatigued right off the bat here. The first thing we're going to do, as you guys know from the previous floor, is we're just going to immediately heal all of our fatigues. Now we're going to start preparing for the double diving splash coming right here in a second. Alright, let's go. Sephiroth is going to hopefully get off 2 flare stars. Alright, there's 1. Now 2. Switch over to Barret. He is going to agitation right here. Alright, perfect. Okay, so we do have them debuffed right here. Alright, at this point in time, I am just going to drop the Healing Wind. Just in between, just to get us up. I don't want to worry about too much right here. Alright, we're going to switch over to Barret. He is going to drop Agitation. Sephiroth is going to drop Flare Star. And Aerith is ready to heal the next part. Alright, so that's going to be basically phase 1 of this fight. I'm going to drop a Curaga after that, and we're just going to roll straight back into damage here, guys. Barret is going to keep agitation up basically at all times on our characters, and Aerith is going to try and keep up magic attack up on Sephiroth whenever she can. Alright, there we go. Looking good, guys. Looking really good. Alright. I'll probably toss in a Curaga right here. You want to keep your HP as high as possible. Keep an eye for those fatigues. It can be pretty annoying. Alright, as you can see, Barret's agitation buff basically greatly reduces the damage that these things are capable of doing. So keeping it up at all times is really helpful. I'm going to drop my limit breaks right here to interrupt that Thread Storm. That's going to allow us to recharge some of our ATB. It's good right before that particular attack, because that will allow you to recharge your ATB and immediately heal the fatigue that's coming with it. Alright, perfect. Let's go. Alright, so I'm just going to wait right here. Here comes the Thread Storm. Boom, immediately cure the fatigue on all 3 characters. and then just go straight back to what you were doing right there. All right. Aerith is going to heal. Here comes its next sigil break phase, and you're just going to focus circles on everybody right here. Keep an eye, make sure none of your characters are fatigued, especially your sigil breakers. Those are the important ones. It's not really a big deal if Aerith is fatigued, but if Sephiroth or Barret are, it can significantly slow down your ability to break this sigil phase. Alright, so almost there. Still no fatigue, so we're looking good right now. I'm going to save ATB just a bit, guys. Boom, right there. As soon as that's done, I'm going to immediately buff up Sephiroth's magic attack, and we're just going to do as much damage right here as we possibly can. Alright, take advantage of the situation. Barret is going to agitation. Alright, and then we're going to immediately break the interruption on its attack again, guys. Alright, like I said, Heliacal Rising coming in absolutely clutch right here. Okay, Barret is going to prepare agitation right here. Sephiroth is going to use Flare Star. And we are getting pretty dang close. I think that we should be good on that. I don't know if this is going to hit from Sephiroth, but... Ooh, barely. Good fight, good fight. Alright, so I'm going to heal that first move right there. And then basically just looking back on Sephiroth right here, we have the first worm in the red, which is good. Alright, next one is poised to leap. Make sure that you switch the targets right here. Okay, and keep an eye on the fatigue. So Barret is fatigued right here. I am going to heal him from that. Aerith is fatigued as well. And Sephiroth is fatigued as well. So he's going to heal himself. And we are going to proceed to break the sigils on this boss right here. It's already almost halfway down, so I told you those fatigues can really be annoying. But this is the nice thing about having 2 circle sigil breakers, guys. It really makes this fight a lot more doable. Aerith is about to break the sigil phase right there. We're just going to go straight back into Protector's Blade. Everybody is just going to be doing as much damage right here as possible. Barret will toss an agitation, and Aerith will toss a Curaga right at the end. So looking really good right here. As soon as they go to do something right here, I'm going to interrupt it. I accidentally tossed in the healing wind right there. Make sure you don't do that in your own fight. Alright, but we are going to take down hopefully one of the worms before it gets the chance to do its Thread Storm right here. We don't really have the ATB to kill it if Heliacal Rising doesn't do it. Alright, it looks like it targeted the wrong one. Alright, so we are going to get fatigued right here. It's okay, not a big deal. We're just going to heal it like we do. Nice thing about having all 3. This guy is preparing to do Diving Splash. However, we're not going to even debuff him at all. We are just going to kill him. Alright, like that. Boom. First one's going to go down. Second one is charging right here. We're just going to go for the kill as well on this guy. So just spam Thundaras with every single person. And that is going to be floor 80, guys. So like I said, if you can beat floor 79, you can beat floor 80. It's just a little bit longer of a fight. The nice thing about this fight is that from what I've gathered, there's no DPS check. Meaning if you can survive the first minute of it, you can survive redoing that minute 10 times over until you slowly take them down, which is definitely going to make the whole series or the whole floor 7980 overall easier. That being said, guys, if you guys have any questions about this fight, I'm always happy to help you guys in the comments. However, if you do have a more complex question, or you even have a question about Ever Crisis that doesn't have to do with this, you know, we have a Discord with an amazing community of players, guys. Honestly, some of the best people I've ever met. It is called the Curseborn Discord, and there is an invitation link in the description of all my videos. So I hope to see you guys come join. It's a really fun place. That being said, if you guys enjoyed this video today, if it was helpful to you guys getting the clear on 79 and 80, don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, whatever you want to say. And if you're keen on future Ever Crisis content, don't forget to sub to the channel. All right, guys, hope you all have a wonderful day. I wish you the best of luck on these floors. Take care and peace.